After another rotation around the sun, it's time to do something that has never been done before here on YouTube, a review video. So with the year coming to a close, let's look back at all the big events that have occurred this year. In the beginning of the year, Russian President Vladimir Putin invaded Ukraine in what would become the largest land invasion since World War II. However, the beginning of this conflict dates back to 2014, when Russia annexed Crimea. Things remained precarious until the 24th of February, when the aforementioned land invasion took place. As of writing this video, Russia has displaced more than 15 million Ukrainians and has led to countless sanctions and nuclear threats. The 2022 Winter Olympics were held in Beijing, China. It is the first city ever to hold a Winter and Summer Olympics, having held the Summer Olympics in 2008. Norway took the top spot with 37 medals, followed by Germany with 27 and China with 15. The United States came in fourth. The games were not without controversy, however, which led to some people to call for a boycott of the games. In mid-June, an unexpected heat wave hit the entirety of the continent of Europe, with temperatures reaching 115 degrees Fahrenheit, or 47 degrees Celsius on the mainland, particularly in Spain and France. The UK was another country that was greatly affected with the temperatures, reaching upwards of 109 degrees Fahrenheit or 43 degrees Celsius, climbing above 40 degrees Celsius for the first time ever in Britain. Deaths related to the heat wave were estimated to be around 53,000. The heat wave finally subsided in August, but not without causing widespread droughts all over Europe. On September 8, 2022, Queen Elizabeth died at Balmoral Castle at the age of 96. After reigning for 70 years, her son, now King Charles III, succeeds her. Her funeral, which was broadcast all over the world on September 19th, is speculated to be one of the most watched television events in world history. 2022 has also seen COVID-19 restrictions slowly ease as the total number of cases exceeded 300 million in January, and by the end of the year, total cases surpassed 653 million and 6.66 million deaths. And now for what I'm calling the lightning round. Elon Musk buys Twitter, Liz Truss steps down as Prime Minister of England after only 45 days, the world population reaches 8 billion, Hurricane Ian makes landfall in Florida, Roe v. Wade was overturned, the monkeypox virus ravaged parts of Europe, and the 2022 United States elections. Like with all years, 2022 has a lot of anniversaries. 10 years ago, Obama got re-elected for a second term, Superstorm Sandy ravaged the East Coast, and the world did not in fact end. 25 years ago, Princess Diana died, We Cloned a Sheep, and Titanic was the highest-grossing movie. 50 years ago, President Richard Nixon visited China, the Watergate scandal began, and the first ever home video game console was released. 100 years ago, the BBC was created, Howard Carter discovered Pharaoh Tutankhamun's tomb, and the Irish Free State came into existence. We also lost some very important people this year. Even though there were some pretty depressing things that happened this year in the world, I can always turn to the marvelous advancements of In February, Fusion energy got its biggest breakthrough in 25 years when the Joint European Torus in Oxford reported that it had produced 59 megajoules over 5 seconds, equaling 11 megawatts of power, more than double the previous record. In May, scientists took the first ever picture of the black hole in the center of the Milky Way. Another interesting event that occurred this year is that biochemists report finishing the complete sequence of the human genome. I can't very well end this segment without talking about Artemis 1. After months of delays, Artemis 1 successfully launched from the Kennedy Space Center on November 16th. It flew around the moon and came back after 25 days, splashing down in the Pacific Ocean on December 11th, thus paving the way for Artemis 2, scheduled for May of 2024, and Artemis 3 in 2025, which will see people land on the moon for the first time since 1972. As we say goodbye to 2022 and look ahead to 2023, I just want to say thank you for all the support with my first 2 videos, the popularity of which has already superseded my expectations. I hope that you will stick with me as I try to make somewhat informative videos in 2023. I hope you all have a very happy new year.